And welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Cheetah Raven. As always, we're up with the money because the money don't cheat. And today I took a trip to Yosemite National Park. The trip is about 6,000 miles in the sky, so your girl did not want to drive. I rented a Jeep and a personal tour guide for 6 hours and about $1,000. You know why? Because treat yourself, that's why. My co-workers informed me about the winding roads leading to Yosemite, and driving was a definite no. And it was true. When we were going up the hills, you can look over the hills. There's no rails, so it's a no for me. Anywho, do what's best for you, because the view was just amazing.
What would you like to be a buffalo soldier? Have you heard of buffalo soldiers?
No, what are they?
Okay, so basically African American men, they thought their hair looked like the top of a buffalo's head, so they named them that.
I know this woman did not just say what I think she just said. And remind me to fact check her on a lot of things throughout this video, but I'm not going to question it. We're just going to keep going and you know, keep cordial and do how we do. What is this?
And they were our first law enforcement here from 1890 to 1916. We got park rangers here. So they were our first law enforcement. And this ranger, Shelton Johnson, writes a book of what he thought it'd be like to be a buffalo soldier. And he sent that book to Oprah in Chicago. It says, Oprah, we need more blacks in Yosemite. And so Oprah gets her best friend, Gail King. They have never been camping in their life. And they started in Fresno, like you two ladies. They got a little pop-up camper, drove up here. Of course, the helicopter was filming all of them driving up these roads. And they stop at the gate, they meet Shelton Johnson. They say, look, Shelton, blacks in Yosemite. So he reenacted what he thought it'd be like to be a buffalo soldier for them. And they did things like fly fishing, and they went on a mule ride while they were here. They even stopped. I ran a deli in Yosemite for 11 years. I stopped there at the deli, got sandwiches. Oh boy. But I thought the coolest thing she did is she made Moscow mules. You ever had one of those? I never had one either. And so basically kind of served in a copper cup and with some lime juice, vodka. And she served them to her camping neighbors. Now they have them at every bar in Yosemite now. She introduced us to Moscow mules. And she actually showed that show for over 2 days when she was still on the air. So now entering Sierra National Forest. Some trees are taller than the others out that way. So we have 86 giant sequoia groves in California here. And we have 400 miles long of the Sierra Nevada burn scar shortly. You can see it burns all the way up there on the hill there. So that was about 2018 when this fire happened. This was called the Railroad Fire. There's a narrow gauge. These kind of like pencil shavings are really red. Those are called manzanita. And manzanita in Spanish means little apple. So a lot of Spanish names stuck here in California because we were part of Mexico before the gold rush when we became a state in the 1850s. If you have more time in the area, this is called the Lewis Creek Trail. This is the largest waterfall in Madera County. I'm going to take you ladies to the largest waterfall in North America. It's 2,524 feet tall. We can walk all the way to the base of that today. Yeah. So some other fun things we'll see today is El Capitan is the largest piece of granite in the world, over 3,200 feet up and even 3,000 feet of granite below ground there. So maybe you've heard some movies about some rock climbers? Yeah? Did you happen to see like Free Solo? No? So Free Solo is Alex Honnold. He's our latest and greatest climber. He can climb El Capitan in less than 2 hours. But to back that story up to 1957, our first guy climbed. His name was Warren Harding. And that was November, so his mother even sent up a Thanksgiving turkey with all the trimmings up in a wheelbarrow to her son that was up there climbing. It took him 22 days. Because he would have pitons, and he would grind those pitons into the rock. And each one of those pitons take about 20 minutes. So it took him quite a while to get to the top. So he was named after the president, but not very presidential. He liked to chase women around the valley floor and drink heavily. The next guy to climb was named Royal Robbins, and he went on to start a clothing company. This actually here is a prescribed bird we're looking at right here. Yeah. The natives used to burn every fall, and they like to burn so they could see further away for hunting. So the ladies like to burn to have fresh grasses in the spring to make their baskets. The ladies had to make watertight baskets here because we have no clay in the Sierras to make like pottery or things. So Mariposa County, we're entering, translates to butterfly in Spanish. So we have a butterfly festival in July here. We get the monarchs come through California.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And what's the first question people come from all over the world and ask?
What's the first question?
Usually, where's the bathroom? Because it's a long trip, right? And then, where's the fountain? So they actually had to build the fountain to look like the painting. So Hill Studio right there. And these accordion bark trees, that is incense cedar. So that's what the natives would use for their homes to keep all the bugs out because it's full of tannic acid, so to protect their home for a long time. So we get a lot of Chinese also come through this area to help build roads, to run the hotels, to do the laundry, to cook. So this building on my left here, they just dedicated this to the Chinese for all their work they did here in Yosemite. They named it Chinese Laundry. And this old gray barn up here, we still have barn dances up here. And there's a guy that, his name's Buckshot. He's been an employee there for 50 years. He's the only guy in Park Service that gets to ride a wagon. He even rode it through the Rose Bowl. Look at this covered bridge. So those brothers that made this hotel, they were from Pennsylvania. So they wanted something to remind them of home. And There's one wagon in there, but this used to be all full of wagons in there. We could go through a walk through there.
No, thank you.
Nah? Okay. So this is the WAWONA store, post office, general store here on the left. I think so. Or they think it's a good idea to swim on top of a waterfall. What do you think? Every year somebody does that. There's actually a book, like a Bible-sized thick, called Off the Wall, about a lot of the crazy deaths here in Yosemite. River Valley out that way. That would take you towards the town of Mariposa down that way. Then San Francisco would be in that direction.
All those are just dead trees.
Yeah.
So will this area like recover on its own?
It's starting to come back. So when the trees drop their cones, and then the fire opens the cones, it cleans the floor to cause the tree to come back. It's like the giant sequoia tree. When they open, then their seeds open up, and then they're able to grow. So yeah, it'll repopulate.
Something like that.
They'll come back. Wow. Yeah. Yes. So El Capitan is on the left. That is the largest granite monolith in the world. It's 3,200 feet up and even 3,000 feet below ground.
Damn.
The heart in the middle is natural, so we're in the heart of Yosemite Valley.
See the heart.
Yeah. The light colored part on the very end, that's from a rock fall that fell over 2 days when I was here. This back part is called Cloud's Rest. Back there is where our glaciers are. Half Dome is in the middle. John Muir named him that because this was like his church. He didn't think he had to go to church after this. And then Sentinel Dome, Bridal Veil Falls. The natives called it Pohono Falls, god of the gusting wind.
Oh, you see a waterfall?
Yeah. And then there's even one above us here. This is called Silver Strand Falls. That one freezes, and they ice climb that one in the winter.
They ice climb?
They do, yeah. With axes and then spikes on their shoes.
Okay, and how many people go missing a year again? 40.
About 40, and they find about 12 of the bodies.
And they only find 12 of the bodies in this place.
So a book called Off the Wall has got
Know how
pretty
far?
descript.
How far out is that?
So
mountain
this
right
is
there?
about 10 miles.
That's 10 miles.
And by 1 mile wide. So we'll go see the whole thing today.
My coworkers attempted to scare me away from Yosemite, you know, and telling me how many people died there or people magically go missing. And well, we just kept asking this lady about it. It was just a recurring theme. And she confirmed it. 40 people go missing. So yeah, that's that. The tunnel was beautiful. The view from the tunnel is beautiful. It was breathtaking. Not while your glasses stay dark. Wait, are those your prescription glasses? Your sunglasses? Wow, that crackling is really therapeutic. This is my honest reaction to seeing a fireplace for the first time. I need one of them things. Yes, I do. Well, we just got in the AHWAHNEE, I think, hotel, bar. We're about to find out soon. No signal here. Wi-Fi? Ain't no Wi-Fi either? Oh. When is restaurant?
Bar back then. So where the bar is today, what the idea was is people come up this road in their horse and buggy and leave their horse and buggy up there where the bar is today under that double awning. But so people started driving up in their cars, and then those exhaust fumes were going up into the rooms above, and they made a last minute decision for us to walk right there. I'll protect you.
Yeah.
Say this hotel is haunted.
Oh.
That's what came to mind. And I was sitting there and I'm like,
Seriously?
100 years old. It gotta be haunted.
100 years old. It gotta be haunted.
But it has very friendly ghosts.
Okay.
Ghosts, for example.
Can you tell us about the ghosts?
Yes. So when JFK was here, he sat right here and watched fire fall. And that was 1962 he was here. And he had a bit of a backache, so he requested a rocking chair in his room on the 3rd floor, and that chair still rocks with nobody in it. Custer's. Here's Mr. and Mrs. Custer right here. So they were the managers here, and they lived up on the 6th floor. So people who've seen them said that their clothes are folded, they're tucked in their bed at night. So friendly ghosts. Our pianos came from Steinway Street in New York City. And then these are kiln rugs from Turkey. They were being used as packing material in San Francisco. And then they wanted some native looking rugs when they were building a hotel. And the ladies like, it takes a year to make a native looking rug. So they found these and they went up into the glass cases once they found out how much money they were. This was the room Steve Jobs chose to be married in right here, the mural room. So it was called the writing room because it's got these writing tables in there. But it's been changed to a mural room after they put up this, all the flora and fauna that lives here in the park. So that's up there on that tapestry.
Oh.
That's all our animals, plants. And this is how the AHWAHNEE looks from above.
Burning them trees. I absolutely recommend you guys get on up to Yosemite, and thanks for checking out my video. Thank you. Like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next Tuesday, every Tuesday, for another vlog with Cheetah Raven.